What if I told you that your body has a superpower? A self-healing and rejuvenating mechanism so profound and effective that its discovery earned it a Nobel Prize in medicine. A process that can clear out the cellular waste that builds up over time, reduce inflammation, increase your energy, and literally slow down the aging process. No, this isn't science fiction. This is biology. And this superpower is called autophagy. Welcome to the Viva Plus channel. Today, we were going to open the door to one of the most fascinating concepts in the science of longevity. The word autophagy comes from the Greek and literally means eating oneself. It may sound strange, but it's one of the most intelligent and beneficial processes your body performs. It's the ultimate cellular cleanup. It's the internal recycling system that keeps us young and healthy on a fundamental level. In this video, you will learn in a simple way what autophagy is, why it is so crucial, and, most importantly, how you can activate it in your daily life to reap its incredible benefits. To understand autophagy, let's use a simple analogy. Imagine your house. During the week, you cook, eat, work, and the mess accumulates. Dirty dishes in the sink, trash to take out, dust in the corners. If you never stop to do a good cleaning, the house becomes a chaotic and dysfunctional environment. The same happens inside your cells. Over time, cells accumulate junk, proteins that have been malformed, mitochondria, the power plants that no longer function properly, and other damaged components. This cellular waste not only takes up space, it interferes with the cell's function and causes inflammation, which is the root of almost all chronic diseases and aging itself. This is where autophagy comes into play. It's the process by which the cell identifies this waste, these old and dysfunctional parts. It wraps them in a kind of molecular garbage bag called an autophagosome. This garbage bag is then transported to the lysosomes, which are like the cell's recycling plants. Inside, everything is dismantled into its basic components, amino acids, fatty acids, etc. And what happens to this raw material? It is reused to build new parts of the cell or to generate energy. In other words, autophagy doesn't just clean house. It takes the trash and turns it into new bricks to build a better, stronger house. It's a perfect system of efficiency and sustainability designed by nature. But if this process is so amazing, why aren't we in autophagy mode all the time? The answer lies in our modern lifestyle. There is a number one enemy of autophagy, a switch that turns it off almost completely: the constant presence of glucose and insulin in the blood. When we eat, especially carbohydrates and proteins, our pancreas releases insulin. Insulin is a growth and storage hormone. The message it sends to cells is, we have energy and raw materials coming in. It's time to build, grow, and store. In this state, the last thing the cell is thinking about doing is cleaning and recycling. After all, the kitchen is in full swing, there's no time for cleaning. The problem is that with our habit of eating every 3 hours, constant snacking, and a diet rich in carbohydrates, our insulin levels are elevated for most of the day. We simply never give our house, our cells, a chance to stop and do the necessary cleaning. The garbage piles up year after year, and that's where health problems and accelerated aging begin. So the million-dollar question is, how can we turn on the autophagy switch? The most powerful and scientifically studied method is intermittent fasting. When you go a period of time without eating, your blood glucose and insulin levels drop dramatically. This dip is the body's primary signal to shift from storage mode to repair mode. With no new energy coming in, cells are forced to look for internal sources of fuel. And where do they find it? In the accumulated cellular waste. They activate autophagy to break down those old proteins and damage mitochondria, generating the energy and building blocks they need to survive and renew themselves. The most common and accessible intermittent fasting protocol is the 16/8. This means that you fast for 16 hours, including sleep, and have an 8-hour eating window. For example, you might eat your last meal at 8 p.m. and your first meal of the next day at noon. During those 16 hours, your body has the opportunity to lower insulin and activate this deep cellular cleaning. It's important to understand that fasting is not about starving yourself, but rather about giving your body a period of digestive rest so it can focus on other vital repair tasks. But fasting isn't the only tool. The second powerful method for activating autophagy is exercise, especially high-intensity exercise. When you exercise intensely, such as with weight training or high-intensity interval training, HIIT, you put controlled stress on your muscles. Muscle fibers suffer micro-tears, and some mitochondria become damaged. In response to this stress, muscle cells activate autophagy to clear out these damaged components and rebuild stronger, more efficient muscle. Exercise, in this sense, works synergistically with fasting. Combining the two is one of the most potent strategies for keeping your body in a constant state of renewal and repair. And while autophagy is primarily activated by the absence of food, there are certain compounds found in foods that can support and even enhance this process. These are known as fasting mimetics because they mimic some of the cellular effects of fasting. Black coffee and green tea, for example, are rich in polyphenols that have been shown to stimulate autophagy. Turmeric, the golden spice, also has properties that support this cellular cleansing. Extra virgin olive oil, the basis of the Mediterranean diet, is another ally. And compounds such as resveratrol, found in grape skins, and spermidine, found in mushrooms and whole grains, are studied precisely for their ability to induce autophagy. Including these foods in your eating window is a smart way to complement the benefits of fasting and exercise. In short, your body has the innate wisdom to heal, cleanse, and rejuvenate itself. Autophagy is living proof of this. It is a process that is within your reach, waiting to be activated. By adopting practices such as intermittent fasting and regular exercise, you are not just following a diet or workout plan. You are, in fact, working in harmony with your own biology. You are giving your cells the opportunity to do the cleaning they desperately need to function well, to give you more energy, and to keep you young and healthy for much longer. If you feel inspired to activate your own body's superpower, subscribe to the Viva Plus channel. Our mission is to continue bringing you the science of longevity in a clear and practical way. In our next video, we will go a step further and present a complete and safe guide on intermittent fasting, especially for those over 40. You won't want to miss it. Thank you very much for joining us on this journey, and until next time.